Have you ever felt betrayed by someone you trusted? Or disrespected by someone you respected? Trust and respect are the pillars of any healthy relationship, but not everyone deserves them. In this video, we're going to explore 10 types of people who don't deserve your trust and respect. Picture this: you're in a group project, and there's that one person who never pulls their weight, leaving you to pick up the slack. It's frustrating, right? Well, imagine if that happened in every aspect of your life. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel life's complexities to find the wisdom within. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join our community of seekers. Trust and respect are earned through actions, not just words. The first type of person who doesn't deserve your trust and respect is someone lacking integrity. These individuals say one thing but do another, leaving you questioning their sincerity. Imagine confiding in a friend, only to have them spread your secrets behind your back. It's a breach of trust that shatters respect. Next up, we have those who thrive on dishonesty and deception. They manipulate the truth to serve their own agenda, leaving you feeling deceived and betrayed. Think about a coworker who takes credit for your ideas or a partner who lies about their actions. It's a betrayal of trust that erodes respect. Selfishness and manipulation are toxic traits that poison relationships. These individuals prioritize their needs above yours, using manipulation tactics to get what they want. Whether it's guilt-tripping you into doing something or playing mind games to control you, their actions breed distrust and resentment. Disrespectfulness is another red flag. It's hard to respect someone who belittles you, ignores your boundaries, or treats you like you're beneath them. Imagine a boss who constantly criticizes your work or a friend who mocks your dreams. It's demoralizing and damages the foundation of trust. Betrayal and disloyalty cut deep. Whether it's a partner cheating on you or a friend stabbing you in the back, betrayal leaves scars that are hard to heal. Loyalty is a two-way street, and those who betray your trust don't deserve your respect. Arrogance and entitlement repel trust and respect. These individuals believe they're superior to others, dismissing your opinions and feelings. It's frustrating to interact with someone who always thinks they're right and refuses to consider your perspective. Negativity and toxicity drain your energy and poison your mind. Surrounding yourself with negative people who constantly complain, criticize, or bring you down only leads to unhappiness. It's essential to protect your mental well-being by distancing yourself from toxic influences. Inauthenticity is a trust killer. When someone wears a mask to hide their true intentions or feelings, it's hard to trust anything they say or do. Genuine connections are built on honesty and vulnerability, not deceit and pretense. Closed-mindedness stifles growth and connection. People who refuse to consider new ideas or perspectives limit their potential for personal and intellectual growth. Respect is earned by being open-minded and willing to learn from others. Lastly, irresponsibility breeds distrust. Whether it's failing to fulfill promises or shirking accountability for one's actions, irresponsible behavior undermines trust and respect. In conclusion, trust and respect are precious commodities that should be reserved for those who demonstrate integrity, honesty, loyalty, and empathy. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into each type and learn how to navigate relationships with wisdom and discernment. Type 1: Lack of integrity. Have you ever met someone who promises the world but delivers nothing? That's a classic lack of integrity. Integrity means being honest and having strong moral principles, but some people lack this fundamental trait. They might make grandiose claims or commitments, but when it comes down to it, they fall short. Think about a friend who constantly says they'll help you but never follows through. That's a prime example. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, your destination for insightful content to enrich your life. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking videos. In Buddhism, integrity is highly valued. The Buddha taught the importance of living a life guided by ethical principles. Integrity is the cornerstone of Buddhist practice, as it fosters trust and respect among individuals. People without integrity often exhibit behaviors like lying, cheating, and breaking promises. They may prioritize their own interests above all else, disregarding the impact on others. Imagine a colleague who takes credit for your ideas or a partner who consistently lies about their actions. These are clear signs of a lack of integrity. In Buddhism, the concept of sila emphasizes ethical conduct, including honesty, truthfulness, and reliability. Practicing sila cultivates inner peace and harmony while fostering trust in relationships. Without integrity, there can be no genuine connection or mutual respect. Individuals lacking integrity may also engage in deceitful practices to achieve their goals. They manipulate situations and people to serve their own agenda, regardless of the consequences. Picture a business partner who embezzles funds or a politician who makes false promises to win votes. Such actions erode trust and create discord in society. In Buddhism, the principle of right speech encourages truthful communication and refraining from harmful speech. Words have power, and using them with integrity fosters harmony and understanding. Conversely, deceptive speech leads to conflict and suffering. Furthermore, people lacking integrity often fail to take responsibility for their actions. They deflect blame onto others or make excuses to avoid accountability. Consider a friend who constantly shifts responsibility for their mistakes onto external factors. This lack of ownership damages relationships and undermines trust. In Buddhism, the concept of karma teaches that every action has consequences and individuals are responsible for their own deeds. Taking responsibility is essential for personal growth and moral development. Without it, individuals remain stuck in a cycle of negativity and suffering. Moreover, individuals lacking integrity may engage in unethical behavior for personal gain, regardless of its impact on others. They prioritize material wealth or success over moral values, leading to exploitation and harm. Think about a corporate executive who exploits workers for profit or a scam artist who preys on vulnerable individuals. Such actions violate the principles of compassion and empathy taught in Buddhism. In Buddhism, the practice of generosity encourages selfless giving and sharing resources to alleviate suffering. True wealth lies in cultivating generosity and compassion, not in selfish pursuits. Individuals lacking integrity fail to understand this fundamental truth and perpetuate suffering in society. Furthermore, people lacking integrity often exhibit inconsistency in their words and actions. They say one thing but do another, leading to confusion and mistrust. Consider a leader who preaches honesty and integrity but engages in corrupt practices behind closed doors. Such hypocrisy undermines the fabric of society and erodes faith in leadership. In Buddhism, the concept of right action emphasizes aligning one's behavior with moral principles and ethical values. Consistency between words and actions is essential for building trust and respect in relationships. Without it, individuals become disillusioned and cynical about the integrity of others. In conclusion, lack of integrity is a pervasive issue that undermines trust and respect in society. Individuals who lack integrity exhibit dishonesty, manipulation, irresponsibility, and hypocrisy, causing harm to themselves and others. In Buddhism, integrity is essential for cultivating inner peace, ethical conduct, and harmonious relationships. By practicing integrity in our daily lives, we can create a more compassionate and just world for all beings. Stay tuned for the next part of our series on 10 types of people who don't deserve your trust and respect, here on Wisdom Woven. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Type 2: dishonesty and deception. Dishonesty and deception are like quicksand, slowly pulling you into a world of mistrust and confusion. Picture this: you're walking down a path, trusting the ground beneath your feet, when suddenly it gives way, leaving you scrambling for solid footing. That's what it feels like when someone deceives you. It's a betrayal of trust, a breach of the unspoken contract of honesty that holds relationships together. Think about a time when someone lied to you. Maybe they promised one thing but did another. Perhaps they hid the truth to avoid consequences. How did it make you feel? Hurt? Angry? Maybe even betrayed? That's because honesty is the cornerstone of trust. When someone deceives us, they shatter that cornerstone, leaving us questioning everything we thought we knew. In Buddhism, honesty is one of the fundamental virtues. The Buddha taught that truthful speech is essential for leading a moral and upright life. When we deceive others, we create negative karma, sowing the seeds for future suffering. But it's not just about the consequences. It's about the integrity of our character. When we lie, we diminish ourselves, eroding the foundation of our own self-respect. Dishonesty often stems from fear of judgment, fear of consequences, fear of disappointing others. But in the end, the lies we tell only trap us in a cycle of deception. We become tangled in a web of falsehoods, unable to escape without causing further harm. The sad truth is that some people make a habit of lying. They weave intricate webs of deception, spinning half-truths and fabrications to serve their own interests. They may manipulate others, gaslighting them into doubting their own perceptions. But no matter how skilled they are at deception, the truth has a way of revealing itself in the end. When we encounter dishonesty in others, it's essential to set boundaries and protect ourselves from further harm. We can't control the actions of others, but we can choose how we respond. Sometimes that means walking away from toxic relationships, knowing that we deserve honesty and respect. In the end, honesty isn't just about telling the truth. It's about living authentically. It's about being true to ourselves and others, even when it's difficult. Because in the words of the Buddha, 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So let us strive to be beacons of truth in a world shrouded in darkness, shining light on the path to trust and integrity. Type 3: selfishness and manipulation. Selfishness and manipulation are toxic traits that can poison relationships and erode trust. When someone prioritizes their own needs above all else, they often disregard the feelings and well-being of others. This self-centered behavior can manifest in various ways, from constantly seeking personal gain to manipulating others to achieve their goals. Selfish individuals often exhibit a lack of empathy, unable or unwilling to understand the perspectives and feelings of those around them. They may exploit others for their own benefit without regard for the consequences. This can lead to feelings of resentment and betrayal in those who have been taken advantage of. Manipulation is another tactic used by those who seek to control or influence others for their own purposes. It involves using deceptive or underhanded methods to achieve a desired outcome. This can include gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or playing on someone's emotions to get what they want. In relationships, manipulation can be particularly damaging, as it undermines trust and fosters a sense of insecurity. Victims of manipulation may feel trapped or powerless, unsure of how to break free from the manipulator's hold. It's important to recognize the signs of selfishness and manipulation in others and to set boundaries to protect yourself. This may involve distancing yourself from toxic individuals or seeking support from friends and loved ones. In Buddhism, the concept of selflessness is emphasized as a path to inner peace and enlightenment. By letting go of selfish desires and cultivating compassion and altruism, individuals can break free from the cycle of suffering and find true happiness. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can help individuals identify and overcome their own tendencies towards selfishness and manipulation. By fostering empathy and compassion, they can cultivate healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, it's important to surround yourself with people who value honesty, integrity, and genuine care for others. By avoiding those who exhibit selfish and manipulative behavior, you can create a more positive and fulfilling life for yourself and those around you. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, and it's okay to walk away from those who do not value your worth. Trust and respect are earned through genuine actions and intentions, not through manipulation or self-serving behavior. Type 4. Disrespectfulness. Disrespectfulness is like a corrosive acid that eats away at the fabric of trust and respect in any relationship. It's the disregard for the feelings, opinions, and boundaries of others, often manifested through words, actions, or attitudes. People who exhibit disrespectfulness demonstrate a lack of empathy and consideration for those around them, causing harm and discomfort. Imagine a colleague who constantly interrupts you during meetings, belittles your ideas, or dismisses your contributions. Or perhaps it's a friend who consistently makes jokes at your expense, disregarding your feelings. These behaviors chip away at the foundation of mutual respect and trust, leaving behind a sense of resentment and unease. In Buddhism, respect is considered fundamental to harmonious relationships and personal growth. The teachings emphasize the importance of treating others with kindness, compassion, and reverence. Disrespectfulness goes against these principles, disrupting the peace and harmony that Buddhism seeks to cultivate. When someone shows disrespect, it can trigger a cascade of negative emotions, such as anger, frustration, and sadness. It creates a barrier to meaningful communication and connection, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. Moreover, repeated acts of disrespect can erode self-esteem and confidence, leaving individuals feeling devalued and unworthy. Addressing disrespect requires assertiveness and boundary setting. It involves communicating your needs and expectations clearly, while also respecting the boundaries of others. By asserting yourself in a calm and respectful manner, you establish mutual understanding and foster a culture of respect. In Buddhist teachings, the concept of right speech emphasizes the importance of speaking truthfully, kindly, and constructively. By practicing mindfulness and awareness, individuals can cultivate greater sensitivity to the impact of their words and actions on others. This leads to more harmonious interactions and deeper connections. It's essential to recognize that disrespectfulness often stems from underlying issues, such as insecurity, ego, or unresolved conflicts. Instead of reacting impulsively, it's helpful to approach the situation with compassion and curiosity. By understanding the root causes of disrespectful behavior, we can address them more effectively and promote healing and growth. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role in dealing with disrespect. Holding on to resentment and anger only perpetuates the cycle of negativity, whereas forgiveness allows for emotional release and reconciliation. However, forgiveness does not mean condoning or tolerating disrespectful behavior. Rather, it frees us from the burden of carrying resentment. In conclusion, disrespectfulness undermines trust, respect, and harmony in relationships, causing harm and distress to all parties involved. By cultivating mindfulness, assertiveness, and forgiveness, we can address disrespect effectively and nurture healthier, more fulfilling connections. Remember, every act of respect contributes to a more compassionate and peaceful world. Type 5. Betrayal and disloyalty. Betrayal and disloyalty cut deep. Imagine trusting someone wholeheartedly, only to find out they've been deceitful or turned against you. It's like standing on solid ground one moment and suddenly finding yourself in quicksand. Betrayal can shake the very foundation of trust you've built with someone. Consider a friend who promised to keep your secrets safe but then blabbed them to everyone. That's betrayal. Or a partner who swore to be faithful but cheated behind your back. That's disloyalty. These actions fracture trust and leave emotional scars. In Buddhism, trust and loyalty are valued virtues. The Buddha taught the importance of honesty and faithfulness in relationships. Betrayal goes against the principle of right speech, which encourages truthfulness and integrity in communication. Disloyalty contradicts the idea of cultivating wholesome relationships based on mutual respect and trust. When someone betrays your trust or shows disloyalty, it's natural to feel hurt, angry, or even vengeful. These emotions can cloud your judgment and lead to further conflict. However, in Buddhism, there's emphasis on understanding and compassion. It doesn't mean you condone betrayal, but rather, you acknowledge the impermanence of human relationships and the complexities of human nature. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the betrayal. Instead, it's about releasing the negative emotions that bind you to the pain of the past. By letting go of resentment and anger, you free yourself from the chains of suffering. Forgiveness is a process, and it doesn't happen overnight. It requires inner reflection, acceptance, and sometimes seeking support from others. In Buddhism, there's a concept of karma, the law of cause and effect. Betrayal and disloyalty create negative karma, which brings suffering to both the betrayer and the betrayed. Understanding this can offer perspective and insight into the consequences of one's actions. Moving forward after betrayal and disloyalty is challenging but not impossible. It involves rebuilding trust, setting boundaries, and sometimes making difficult decisions about the relationship. It's essential to prioritize self-care and surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Remember, betrayal and disloyalty are not reflections of your worth or value as a person. It's a reflection of the other person's character and choices. By staying true to your principles and values, you empower yourself to rise above the pain and emerge stronger than before. Type 6: Arrogance and Entitlement. Arrogance and entitlement are like twin shadows that cloud the path of genuine connection and respect. These traits not only repel trust but also corrode the very fabric of relationships. Picture this: you share an idea, a dream, or even a vulnerability with someone, and instead of empathy or support, you're met with a dismissive attitude or a sense of superiority. It's deflating, isn't it? In the world of Buddhism, arrogance and entitlement are considered hindrances to spiritual growth. They stem from the misconception of the self as inherently superior or deserving. This sense of self-importance blinds individuals to the interconnectedness of all beings and fosters a toxic belief in one's superiority over others. People who exhibit arrogance and entitlement often prioritize their own needs and desires above all else. They may expect special treatment or recognition without putting in the necessary effort or showing appreciation for others. This attitude not only erodes trust, but also creates resentment and discord within relationships. Think of a colleague who always expects praise for their work but rarely acknowledges the contributions of others. Or perhaps a friend who believes they are entitled to your time and attention without reciprocating the same level of care and consideration. Such behavior breeds resentment and undermines the foundation of trust and respect. In Buddhist teachings, humility is revered as a virtue that fosters harmony and understanding among individuals. Humble individuals recognize their own limitations and shortcomings, allowing them to approach interactions with openness and empathy. Instead of seeking validation or praise, they prioritize mutual respect and understanding. Arrogance and entitlement not only damage relationships but also hinder personal growth. When individuals believe they are inherently superior or entitled to special treatment, they close themselves off to feedback and constructive criticism. This prevents them from learning and evolving as individuals, ultimately stunting their spiritual and emotional development. Imagine a world where everyone approached interactions with humility and respect, recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of each individual. Such a world would be free from the divisive influence of arrogance and entitlement, fostering genuine connections built on trust and mutual understanding. So, the next time you encounter someone who exudes arrogance or entitlement, take a moment to reflect on the teachings of Buddhism. Cultivate humility within yourself and strive to approach interactions with openness and empathy. By doing so, you'll not only build stronger relationships, but also contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate world. Type 7: Negativity and toxicity. Negativity and toxicity can poison even the most vibrant of environments. Imagine a garden flourishing with colorful flowers. Now picture someone pouring toxic chemicals into the soil. That's what negativity and toxicity do to relationships and communities. They erode trust and respect faster than anything else. People who constantly dwell on the negative, spreading pessimism like wildfire, aren't just draining to be around, but they can also hinder personal growth and success. Negativity isn't just about complaining or seeing the glass half empty. It's about actively seeking out the bad in every situation. These individuals often thrive on drama and conflict, spreading their discontent wherever they go. They may disguise their toxicity behind a facade of humor or sarcasm, but their underlying bitterness always seeps through. Toxic people tend to bring others down with them, like an anchor dragging everyone into the depths of despair. They may criticize and belittle others to make themselves feel superior or to deflect attention away from their own insecurities. Being around such individuals can feel suffocating, draining your energy and enthusiasm until you feel as if you're walking through a fog of negativity. In Buddhist philosophy, negativity and toxicity are seen as obstacles to inner peace and enlightenment. The teachings emphasize the importance of cultivating positive thoughts and emotions to overcome suffering and achieve true happiness. By letting go of negative attitudes and toxic behaviors, one can free themselves from the cycle of suffering and move towards a more fulfilling life. It's essential to recognize the signs of negativity and toxicity in others and, equally important, in ourselves. Sometimes, we may unknowingly contribute to a negative atmosphere through our words or actions. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can begin to break free from these destructive patterns and cultivate a more positive mindset. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is crucial for your well-being and personal growth. Seek out people who uplift and inspire you, who encourage you to be the best version of yourself. Limit your exposure to toxic individuals whenever possible and create boundaries to protect your mental and emotional health. Remember that you have the power to choose the company you keep and the energy you allow into your life. Let go of toxic relationships and environments that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace positivity and cultivate gratitude for the abundance of blessings in your life. In conclusion, negativity and toxicity have no place in a life filled with trust and respect. By identifying and distancing ourselves from those who spread negativity, we can create a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. Choose positivity, choose kindness, and watch as your life blossoms into something beautiful and full of joy. Type 8: Inauthenticity. In a world where authenticity is often hailed as a rare gem, the lack thereof can be disappointing and disheartening. Authenticity, in its simplest form, means being true to oneself and others. Yet, there are those who wear masks, hiding their true selves behind layers of pretense. These individuals often lack the courage to embrace their vulnerabilities and insecurities, opting instead to project a false image to the world. Think about it. Have you ever encountered someone who seemed too good to be true? Perhaps they exuded charm and charisma, but something felt off. This could be a sign of inauthenticity. People who are not genuine often resort to flattery and manipulation to win favor, but their intentions may not always be pure. Authenticity is about aligning your actions with your values and beliefs. It's about being honest and transparent in your interactions with others. When someone is inauthentic, they may say one thing but do another, leading to confusion and distrust. This lack of consistency erodes the foundation of any relationship, making it difficult to build trust and mutual respect. In the context of Buddhism, authenticity is closely tied to the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages individuals to cultivate self-awareness and acceptance, embracing both their strengths and weaknesses without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, one can peel away the layers of falsehood and connect with their true essence. Imagine a world where everyone embraced their authenticity, where honesty and integrity were valued above all else. Relationships would be built on a solid foundation of trust and understanding, free from the shadows of deception. Authenticity is not just a virtue. It's a way of life that fosters genuine connections and deepens our sense of belonging. So, how can we spot inauthenticity in others? Pay attention to inconsistencies in behavior and language. Listen to your intuition. It's often a reliable guide in discerning the true intentions of others. And most importantly, strive to lead by example. Be unapologetically yourself, and you'll attract those who appreciate you for who you truly are. In conclusion, inauthenticity robs us of meaningful connections and undermines the fabric of trust in our relationships. By embracing our authenticity and honoring the same in others, we can cultivate deeper connections and foster a more authentic world. Let us strive to be genuine in our words and actions, for authenticity is the cornerstone of a life well lived. Type 9. Closed-mindedness. Closed-mindedness is like a locked door, shutting out the light of new ideas and perspectives. It's when someone refuses to consider anything beyond their own beliefs or opinions. Imagine a person who believes their favorite flavor of ice cream is the best, and they won't even taste others because they're convinced they already know the best. That's closed-mindedness. When someone is closed-minded, they miss out on the richness of life's diverse experiences. They limit themselves to a narrow viewpoint, shutting down conversations and potential growth. In Buddhism, this is seen as a hindrance to enlightenment because it blocks the openness required for understanding and compassion. Closed-minded people often cling tightly to their beliefs, fearing that considering alternatives might weaken their identity or sense of control. But in reality, true strength lies in openness, adaptability, and the willingness to learn from others. It's important to recognize closed-mindedness not only in others but also within ourselves. We may find ourselves resistant to change or dismissive of differing opinions. But by acknowledging this tendency, we can actively work to cultivate an open mind. An open mind doesn't mean blindly accepting everything. It means being willing to listen, learn, and evolve. It's about embracing diversity, challenging assumptions, and seeking understanding. In relationships, closed-mindedness can be particularly damaging. It creates barriers to communication and empathy, leading to misunderstandings and conflict. Trust and respect thrive in an environment of openness and mutual understanding. To overcome closed-mindedness, we can practice mindfulness and cultivate curiosity. We can challenge ourselves to explore new ideas and perspectives, even if they initially make us uncomfortable. In Buddhism, the concept of beginner's mind encourages approaching each moment with openness and curiosity, free from preconceptions. This allows for continuous learning and growth, fostering deeper connections with ourselves and others. By embracing open-mindedness, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We become more adaptable, empathetic, and compassionate individuals, capable of building stronger, more harmonious relationships and contributing positively to the world around us. In conclusion, closed-mindedness is a barrier to growth and connection. By recognizing and overcoming this tendency, we can cultivate a mindset of openness and curiosity that enriches our lives and relationships. Type 10. Irresponsibility. Irresponsibility, a trait that can shake the very foundation of trust and respect. Picture this: you're counting on someone, maybe a friend or a colleague, to deliver on a promise or complete a task. But as the deadline approaches, they vanish into thin air, leaving you hanging. It's frustrating, isn't it? Now let's break it down. Irresponsibility isn't just about failing to meet obligations. It's about a lack of accountability and reliability. It's about someone consistently shirking their duties or commitments without any regard for the consequences. Think about that friend who always cancels plans at the last minute, or the coworker who constantly misses deadlines, leaving you to pick up the slack. These individuals not only undermine your trust in them, but also disrespect your time and efforts. In Buddhism, the concept of responsibility is deeply intertwined with the idea of karma, the law of cause and effect. Every action we take has consequences, whether positive or negative. By shirking responsibilities, individuals not only create negative karma for themselves, but also disrupt the harmony within their relationships and communities. Consider this: when someone consistently fails to take responsibility for their actions, it erodes the trust and respect others have for them. It's like building a house on shaky ground. Eventually, it's bound to collapse. But it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing and addressing irresponsibility is the first step toward fostering trust and respect in any relationship. By holding ourselves and others accountable for our actions, we create a solid foundation built on integrity and reliability. So, whether it's following through on promises or owning up to mistakes, let's strive to embody responsibility in our words and deeds. Because in the end, it's not just about earning the trust and respect of others. It's about nurturing the bonds that unite us as human beings on this journey called life. Conclusion: in the grand tapestry of life, trust and respect form the threads that weave relationships together. They are the foundation upon which we build bonds, connections, and communities. But amidst the vastness of humanity, there are those who don't deserve the precious gifts of trust and respect. We've journeyed through various types of individuals who fall short in earning these vital elements. It's essential to recognize these individuals not out of malice, but as a means to protect ourselves and nurture healthier relationships. Buddhism teaches us the importance of discernment, of understanding the nature of trust and respect, and the impact they have on our lives. In parting, remember that trust and respect are reciprocal. They require mutual understanding, empathy, and sincerity. By surrounding ourselves with those who honor these values, we create environments where trust can flourish and respect can thrive. As we navigate the complexities of human interactions, may we always strive to embody the principles of trust, respect, and compassion. Let us walk the path of enlightenment, guided by wisdom and enriched by the bonds we form with those who deserve our trust and respect. Thank you for joining us on this journey of introspection and enlightenment. Together, let's continue to weave the threads of trust and respect into the fabric of our lives, creating a world filled with harmony and understanding. Remember, the journey towards trust and respect begins with us, and it's a journey well worth taking. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with kindness, understanding, and the joy of genuine connections.